How's it going, gamer? You got hands here, and today in Dauntless we're going to show you a build for new slayers, beginner slayers, people just starting the game, looking to find a nice build to help them progress further in the game and unlock all the armor and weapons that they need so they can better themselves to kick some butt. So check out what we got here. Oh, I got hit, but that's all good. Look how I throw down on this bad boy. And I'm going to show you everything in the build, and it's all beginner armor, it's all beginner weapons, but you just set it up in the right spot, in the right slot, use the right cells, and you make a pretty decent epic build to kick some butt. And I'm soloing this right now, so it's a lot easier in my opinion soloing, so try out a solo behemoth. Try it out. So remember, if you are a beginner slayer and you're just starting out, your lantern charge, the L1 for PlayStation, it's the tap button. That's what's increasing our damage. So every time you see that top left yellow square full and it says 1, tap it. Increase your damage output constantly. And remember, if you can, sync your lantern tap with your special move so you can increase your damage while you're in your special for some epic part breaking damage. And remember, you'll be staggering, breaking parts. So remember to focus on yellow damage numbers so you can break off all their parts to craft all the weapons and all the armor. So this build is for beginners, for new slayers who are just starting the game and they're trying to find their niche, and they're trying to be efficient and get some progress done and break some parts and build some armors and weapons. And this build is your go-to. Why? Because every single piece is from beginning behemoths right when you start, and you just got to collect them together right and add some cells to make them efficient. And if you look at it, naturally it has a +4 etheric attunement, which it gives you increased lantern charge from attacks. And then this right here, a +2 sharpened, which is 10% part damage, which is very important because you need to break as many parts as you can in the game so you can build all your weapons and armor. Evasive Fury is also an amazing cell because it increases your attack speed. More attack speed, more DPS. Tough, that's great for beginner slayers, but it's not necessarily needed, but it's on the piece of armor that we need. But it's also very great because it's more health, more healing for beginner slayers. The sword we'll be using is Embermane's Cutlass. Why? Because it is awesome. The 7th hit in a row deals 100% part damage. And like I said, that's what we're shooting for right now because we're beginner slayers. +1 Evasive Fury, that's where that comes from. You can use the special that it comes with, Valiant Overdrive, and that is still valuable at the end game too. It's very awesome special. Use whatever mod you have. As for technique cell, we're focusing on our part damage, our basic raw damage as well in this build, so we can help you, the beginner slayer, progress easier. Use any cell you have. I know you see +3s here, but use your +1s, use your +2s, because that'll still boost your build and your perk summary and make a total great build. So we'll be using Blade Storm. For the mobility cell, you can use whatever you want, whatever you have. I'm just going to throw down Nimble. And then as for our armor, this is all beginning armor as well, but put them together and they're amazing. We're using Jurask's helmet, his chest piece, and his gauntlet, and Nasher's feet, and Jurask's lantern. So on Jurask's helmet, and the reason we're using all these, I'm sorry, is because all the powered cells are very, very awesome, important, even towards the end game of the playing heroics or trials. So in Jurask's helmet, we're going to want to increase our damage in any way we can. So I'm going to go ahead and use Overpower. But remember, use whatever you have down there, the 2s, the 1s, to increase your damage. And focus on what we have to the side. So I'll use Overpowered on this guy. And on Dress Scale, we'll have another power cell. And since our Overpower is at +3, I'm going to go ahead and drop another one to get it at +6. So on Dress Scale, it has a utility cell. And we're just going to go with our lantern boost so we can use our lantern more, and I'm going to show you why in a second. We'll go ahead and use Etheric Frenzy, but like I said, use whatever one you have, a +1, 2, or 3. Nasher's Threads has a power cell. Awesome. Since our overpowered's already at +3, we're going to try to focus on the part damage. We're going to make our sharp to +5, overpower +6. It's beautiful. And then down here in Jurask's Eye, I'm going to knock up Etheric Attunement with a +2 to give it a +6. So remember, the reason we're using Jurask's Eye because it deals +30% increased damage for 6 seconds. And our natural build, we have Etheric Attunement, and we threw in Etheric Frenzy so we can better increase that attack lantern charge so we can keep our damage up. And that'll sync with Sharpened and Blade Storm to where it'll increase our part damage so we can better break off all of those parts and kill the behemoth as fast as possible. And if you look through this whole build, this is all beginner stuff. Yes, the cells are +3, but this build is perfect for beginner slayers to even continue to upgrade and progress further with this build, to break parts, to stay alive, and I hope you enjoy it and I hope it's helpful for you. I hope you found this video valuable, and if you did, don't hesitate to subscribe and like this video and throw a comment down below and tell me what you want me to work on next. Remember, you can find me on Instagram, Teespring, Twitter at Hands Down the Best Gaming. This is Hands signing out.